Well, the sound on that stream was absolute garbage, so just running a little bit of a test. Just trying that again. Alright, just going to talk about random stuff. Maybe not. Maybe I'll do a short but sharp test here. Whether this is good enough to actually use for the YouTube or not, I'm not sure. It's going to be a much shorter version than what I just did. But hopefully the sound will be a lot better than the one I just did. Alright, this class is a berserker, has X number of skills. This is only using the first 8 skills because that's all I've got on this team. Quick summary of what the skills are: intimidate, which will lull targets so that they won't attack you. An AoE attack, as you can see. A bleed attack on a single target. An advantage strike on a single target. And what an advantage does is rolls 2 dice instead of 1 and takes the highest number to use that for the damage. Strike itself, which is like the basic skill that you get when you're like level 1, etc. Got a skill here called Assault, which uses a lot of stam but does a lot of damage, and it works instantly. Okay, so there's like, if you look at say bleed, it takes a second before it executes. If you look at advantage strike, it takes a second before it executes. Strike is instant, so there's some advantage to that. But see, I'm now out of stam. So I am going to show you a proper rotation in a minute. Fading strike is only here because I've got the spots for it. You'd use it when you're in a group. You don't use it when you solo. When you solo, you don't need to reduce the threat and put it onto someone else because it's just you. But fading strike is very important in a group, but I'm not going into that in detail for this YouTube. And then you've got this innocuous little skill at the end called Fury. With Fury, what happens is you use only 10% of your stamina. You get 50 to your either one-handed or two-handed or range damage. You get plus 50 to your haste. I can show you that because you can see the haste up there is currently 8. When I execute this, it's 58, which means you hit faster. With the combat, it's now 59. That was 9 before, trust me, and it will drop back to 9. So that's great. But what you cannot do is use any of your other skills, even if you've got the stamina for them, while that's executing. Then it's got a 2-minute cooldown. So what you want to do, and let's go through the rotation now, I'll close that off because it doesn't matter, is I've got a habit of working left to right. Often you get the opportunity to intimidate so that you only have to fight one target at a time. I'm not going to go into great detail about peeling off an individual target either, but I will say that you can do that. You can AoE, hit both. Watch my stamina. You can do a bleed strike on a single target. You can do the advantage strike, which gives you a nice big hit on a single target. You can use strike, which is kind of ordinary. And then, if you think you're going to die before the other character does, the one that you're hitting, you can go mad with this. So that's when you would use it. But be conscious that the stamina now is very low and it uses 20. So you could do another one quickly, but then you don't have to stam. And at that point, when you are low stam, you use that. You use Fury. You don't use it when you've got a lot of stamina. You use it when you've got between 10 and 30% stam. And just let it do its thing for 20 seconds. Let it do its auto attack with your plus 50 to your damage, with your plus 50 to your haste. By then you should have enough stamina back if you need it to do some more damage. Once you get in that 10 to 20 range again, you'd be wanting to use this again, but obviously you can't yet because the cooldown's an issue. So you're just going to have to fluff around with the others at the moment. If the mob's not quite dead yet, but they should be by now. Wow. And then you'd rest and you'd get your stam back up again. Didn't mean to go to the bow then, excuse me. You'd wait for your stam to get up and do the rotation again. So I will do that rotation one more time. Hopefully the sound is a little bit better this time, because it was bloody shocking last time. Maybe this one will be good enough to publish. Okay, that's high enough stam. So let's hit it with a bleeding strike. Hit it with an advantage strike. Hit it with a strike. Keeping an eye on this. Remember, you can use that. That uses 20%, that skill. So 20, 20, 20 gets you to 8, 9, 10. Now you can use Fury. And once you've used Fury, you can't use any other skill, even if you've got the stamina. So this is me showing you how to do it correctly. What I'll do next is show you how to do it incorrectly. So let's just go back. Let's actually sit down for a second, get that stamina back more quickly. Yeah, it's going up pretty quick because I'm using T. Now, this is what you don't want to do, okay? You got full stam, okay? You got full juice in your caboose. You can do whatever you want to hit this mob. So, I have to wait for the cooldown on Fury. Duh. Just talk amongst yourselves for 24 seconds. 20 seconds. And then I'll show you what not to do. Like I was saying, I normally use my skills left to right and give a preference to reusing skills that are on the left rather than on the right. But berserkers, you have to be a little bit more intelligent than that. You have to know when to use your assault skill with its instant execution and its high stamina use and high damage. And you need to know when to use Fury. Now this is how you don't use Fury, okay? Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't go up to the mob, hit Fury, and then auto attack. Hello? Am I even auto attacking? See, I can't even auto attack at that point. Yes, I can. But I can't use any of these other skills. Even though I've got full stamina, I can't use any of these skills because the Fury skill prevents all other ability use. Okay, now that that Fury is over, I can use all these other skills. But why would you do that to yourself? When you've got all that stamina to use all of these skills, which the sum of the damage of all of these is more than this. You only use this when you're low stam, and it's all you got left, when you've only got a little bit of juice left in the tank. Okay, so that's getting down low again. Do that. Whether you use all of these skills or not, as I said, when I get more skills on this character, I'll have more choice, and I'll pull some skills out of here. Particularly when I'm soloing, I'll get rid of Strike and I'll get rid of Fading Strike, because they're both less desirable. Well, Fading Strike is absolutely useless solo, apart from doing a little bit of damage. So yeah, do these things, you get down to about 10 to 30%, then you use Fury. So keep Fury on the right of your bar. Only use it when you've got a little bit of stam. I'm about to cough, so that's the end of this little stream lesson. What do you call those? Stressons? Or leams? Stressums. Stressum. Here's your stressum about the berserker. I hope that's a little bit clearer, sound-wise. I'm still a newbie to this whole stream thing. See, I'll just go bang, bang. Wait for that to get to the 10%. Because I'm low stam, it's on cooldown, so I can't do it anyway. But you get the point. Think about the skills that you're using when you're a berserker and the order in which you should use them. Only use Fury when you're low stam, because it prevents you doing anything else except auto attacking. Why would you do that to yourself? Alright, thank you.